Candace Owens goes on to the Piers Morgan show and presses LeBron James for remaining silent during this entire P. Diddy scandal, despite the fact that he's been a known supporter and participant of the P. Diddy parties, okay? Let's go ahead and check out this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, and let's hop into this video right now.
P. Diddy, this seems like every day the scandal gets bigger and worse for him.
Yeah, it certainly does. And I'm not surprised whatsoever. I mean, I think I was on your show before he got arrested, and I brought up what was going on with him, and because I had read through the lawsuit, and it was just one of those things that was unavoidable because there was so much evidence. I mean, there was picture documentation, there was video documentation. And I also want to be clear, the press and the media and the public at large is shocked by what's happening, but we really are just getting to the beginning of everything. There are a lot of people who have been named that have not been brought to heel, people that were above him, music executives. And none of this is shocking, really. I think, yesterday a report came out that showed that faith in the mainstream media is at an all-time low, right? I think something like 65% of Americans no longer trust the mainstream media. The Diddy case is a perfect example as to why that is. You have people that spent so much time defending this man. This man was allowed to be with every presidential candidate. He was allowed to throw parties. He was hailed as a hero. And yet behind the scenes, everyone knew that this is what he was engaged in. This was an open secret in Hollywood. In fact, when Kanye last year said that he was a Fed and started speaking about some of these allegations, he was simply dismissed as crazy. People at the upper echelons of society and politics.
That's a fact. That is a fact. They labeled Kanye West as crazy because of him exposing Hollywood and the industry and executives and all these people. He was starting to expose them, and they didn't like it. So they labeled him as crazy. And what did we do? A lot of us, we followed that. Oh, Kanye West is insane. He's crazy. He's tripping. What is he doing? But in reality, Kanye West was telling the truth. And of course, when you are one man against the army, you're going to be stressed out, and you're going to look stressed and crazy. And that's what he did at times. But he was right. He was right.
Politics knew about this and they were okay with it, fundamentally because he was acting a part. I very much believe what Kanye alleged, that he was acting a part like Jeffrey Epstein, in which he was collecting blackmail over various people that were in Hollywood. And so, like I said, we're at the beginning. We're scratching the surface of this scandal. There are some more big names that are going to have to answer for it. And I think also the silence of certain individuals like LeBron James is quite deafening. A person who claims to care so much about Black life, Black Lives Matter, on the ground, taking a kneel. Okay, that's fine. But now you have a friend of yours who has been on camera beating a Black woman. Okay, you said nothing when that happened. You also know that you have various Black people speaking out about how they were abused by him, and you have said nothing. So I don't like the hypocrisy behind that.
And I want to show you guys that video. I know a lot of people have already seen it, okay, but I want to show it to y'all for those that have not seen the video. LeBron James just going crazy about the next party that P. Diddy was going to throw. All right, this just shows you how close him and LeBron were, and LeBron was a known participant of his parties. Let me show you that video real quick.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey, yo, check this out. The family's there. My family's here.
Hey, listen, your genre, what you done did, your plethora of music, any bad boy record that you ever did, we gonna vibe too. You know what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying?
we about to just turn around and vibe. And Bron, when this is done, we gonna drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Together and talk the most shit.
Please. You know,
We got shit to talk.
Yes, sir.
So the fact that he was able to get on live with P. Diddy and have this conversation and say that there's no party like a Diddy party, that mean he's obviously a known participant for the parties. He didn't, he put it all out there. And so it's kind of strange that he's quiet now all of a sudden, now that all this is happening. That's very, very strange. But listen to what Candace is about to say now, because this This right here is what I believe too. I believe this is why LeBron James is silent. Let's listen to this.
I'll tell you, I met Diddy a couple of times. I mean, here's what the analogy I'm going to make is, I met Diddy twice for about 10 minutes. Harvey, I knew a lot better, and I knew there was an unsavory side to him. I didn't know about all the stuff that then emerged, but I do believe there must have been a lot of people who did know that stuff, who were around Harvey Weinstein at a close enough level to know that. And I certainly believe with P. Diddy that there were a lot of people that were going to these freak-off parties and so on, who must have known for many, many years that all this stuff was going on. That's the parallel I'm drawing.
No, I understand the parallel you're drawing. The idea that I'm disputing is just the idea that everyone knew. Or that
I don't mean everyone. I mean, look, I just think a lot of people must have known.
Yeah, I agree with you in some ways. What I would just add is it's without question because they did not know that he was recording them. I mean, when I read through that lawsuit, Rodney made it very clear that he had hidden cameras. And if you are a person like LeBron who says ain't no party like a Diddy party, you got Ashton Kutcher talking about what happens at Diddy party stays at Diddy parties. And finally you learn via the press that actually Diddy has been collecting evidence on all of you and you don't know where those tapes are. That will buy your silence for quite some time because you're hoping that if you keep your head low, you're not going to be revealed as one of these people that was engaged in some of these acts, whether they were heterosexual or homosexual, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're just cheating on your wife and you don't want that to get out into the public. Maybe you were, as Cat Williams described it, in one of the rooms. He said you could just walk around the house. He said this on stage years ago, that you could walk around the house and you would see people engaged in various sex acts. And again, Cat Williams was someone who was dismissed as crazy and dismissed as a drug addict. And it turned out that, or it seems that if these allegations are proven to be true, and I believe they are, then he was telling the truth. And I think that is the reason that so many of them are silent, because they were doing things. They thought that they were his friend, that they were bad boys for life, and that he would keep things silent when in reality he was just another Jeffrey Epstein typed character, and they're scared for their lives. Yeah, especially if you're someone like a LeBron James, and I'm not alleging that he is caught in something terrible, but if he was caught in anything and you're LeBron James and you've made your mark on talking about the ills of society and you have minted yourself a king and you're speaking out on the Black community and they find out you're the room over while someone's getting potentially, not going to look good.
Well, I just think, look, we don't know.
Wow. That's all I got to say. I think she made a great point. Not because of this point right here, she's not saying that LeBron James participated in some of the illegal things. But she is saying that they were recorded and they didn't know they were being recorded. They trusted P. Diddy. They didn't know they were being recorded. And so whatever's on those tapes, LeBron James could be fearful of what could come out. It could be something as slight as cheating on his wife, where it's not illegal. He ain't going to go to jail for it, but it's going to ruin your image. It could be something like him being in an environment of these acts happening, and he's just in that environment as if he's used to it. Like, it could be something like that, or it could be worse. But that makes a lot of sense why he's so silent. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 speaks on how bad company can corrupt good character. And I think that in LeBron James's sense, this could potentially come out to be true in his sense, because he's known for doing noble things in the community, especially within the Black community. He's known for he built a school. He's known for giving money away. He's known for being faithful to his wife. Throughout his entire NBA career, he has no stains on him. But could it be that possibly going to these Diddy parties could have caused him to stumble? I think that's a very interesting point that could potentially be true when the tapes come out. But I also think that we can apply this to ourselves in our own lives, that although we are called to be around, we're called to go out and preach the gospel, and go out into these areas where it's not typical for a Christian to be. We have to understand that with that comes a chance that we could potentially be exposed to sin and things that we desire that is not of God. And we have to be even more careful I'm saying that in the sense of the last video that I did about Kirk Franklin, just being around P. Diddy and in the studio with P. Diddy, going to P. Diddy's concerts and praying for him. Although prayer, there's nothing wrong with prayer, and that's fine. That's great that he's out there, hopefully preaching the gospel. But when you are around them in the sense of you are hanging out with them and you are in the studio with them, we have to understand that bad company can corrupt good character. And we have to always keep that in mind, regardless of the circumstance or the occasion. I think there's a reason why LeBron James is silent. I think that we're going to find out what that reason is very soon, once things continue to unfold, along with a lot more celebrities that are not mentioned now, but will be mentioned later. Like Candace said, this is only the beginning. It's only going to get worse. Anyways, look, man, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section, okay? If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, okay? And hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. All right, my name is Aaron Page. I will catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.